Before I came to Pure Vitality, I was dealing with a ton of emotional, physical, everything element. Most days I didn't get out of bed. I'd finally make it downstairs to cook dinner about 5 o'clock, but before then I would just be in bed. I was in a really dark place mentally and physically. My pain, I've been dealing with fibromyalgia and Hashimoto's and a couple other weird things that just made it so I had no energy. And then I've also struggled with depression and anxiety for a long time, so when you compound those together, it just got to be too much. But I was still kind of struggling and making it through the day until, of course, COVID hit, and then all of a sudden my boat sank, to say the least. It's I don't know, that's when I really couldn't get out of bed. At the very end, before I got here, I had reached rock bottom. I didn't get out of bed at all for about 2 weeks, and I finally told Ben that he either needs to put me in a mental hospital so I can at least get some sleep or get me to Pure Vitality, because I knew that I could get healed there, where the mental hospital would just be a Band-Aid, but at least I'd get some relief. But I knew I needed to get here to be able to heal my body completely. So
yeah. And working in the mental health field myself as a mental health therapist, I've worked in hospitals, behavioral hospitals. I do know that those systems are there for, it's kind of like putting a Band-Aid on a wound. It's quick, it's get in, get out, quick enough to stabilize, and then just move on. It doesn't really fix the problem. It is just that, it's a quick fix. Getting her here was a much better option, because it did get to the root cause. It helped her with everything that's she's been struggling with for at least the past 18 years that we've been together.
When I first got here, my physical pain, I would say, was right around a 8 or 9, if not more, and my mental was at a 10 plus. I was really in crisis. Now I would say that physically my fibromyalgia is at a 0. My nausea, which I've been battling unknown nausea for many years, it's at a 0. My energy is up to, I'd say about a 7 to 8, which when I got here was a 0. So all over, I'm just seeing so much improvement. My mental health, the brain is just so powerful that it was holding me back physically too. So all over, I feel 100%. So one of the major things that I noticed that wasn't even on my radar because I was so sick was that there was a lump on my breast. And I hadn't thought about it for a while because the doctors had said, yeah, we can feel it, but we can't find it on ultrasound. So they weren't concerned about it. And it's been there for a couple of years. And then one day when I was in the sauna, and you really get to stew in the sauna, and it brings up a lot of emotions and thoughts and stuff, and something just told me, hey, check your lump. And I felt, and there was no lump. It was completely gone. And that was only 2 weeks into the program. And I jumped out of the sauna. I was like, there's no more lump. And they're like, what lump? Because I didn't even put it on there. But so little miracles like that are huge, and they just happen. I mean, I didn't even come for that process or for that problem, and it resolved itself anyways. So there's going to be so much that comes up in your own journey that you don't even realize yet that's going to add to that experience too.
Well, yeah, at the beginning of all of this, plus watching, I wouldn't say watching, because I was attempting to do what I could, watching your decline over the years, and us going from doctor to doctor to doctor and just giving one thing after another, and none of them really fixing the problem, just adding more side effects, if you will. And then to see her come here in the state she was, and then go through this as kind of a person looking in the window, since this is her journey, and me being her support, to watch her grow and heal, both mentally, physically, and emotionally, and spiritually. I mean, it's the human body is not one entity; it is multiple, and everything is linked. And to see her go through all of this, and within a month, see her go from the zeros or the 9s and 10s down to zeros, has been amazing. I've learned a lot, you know, from the coaches here, from everybody, all the staff, and been able to benefit myself from that caring environment that she's talked about, as her support. I've benefited from it as well.
It might seem expensive, but really if I look back over the past 10, 18 years, I've lost so much money from time I've had to take off work, from just the doctor bills itself, of jumping from doctor to doctor, even having insurance, those add up. So for me, the sooner you know that it's going to benefit you, do it, because you're going to save money in the long run. It sounds like a lot up front, but really in 30 days you could be feeling better, and where if not, you're going to be struggling for many years and losing tons of money. Agree with that.
In any business, you want to, people look for people who are going to invest in themselves. They're going to invest in their company. There's nothing better than to invest in yourself personally. Regardless the cost, it is 100% worth it to go from 18 years of struggling to, if I knew I could spend $7,000 10 years ago and fix this, it would have been worth it, no matter what I had to do.
Or 20,000, or
yeah.
I mean, really, just to have the confidence back even would be worth that amount. So to get everything and the icing on the cake, and it's amazing.